dear students, welcome back to my channel. It's me Faisal Rao. I am lecturer in English language and literature. I have dealt language and literature for last 8 years. It is a series of lecture on literature series, literature topic. It is basically third lecture of this series. In the first lecture, we explained the basic concept of English literature. In the second, it was the first part of literary genres, in which we define literary genre, which is for the types, fiction as narration or expression of thoughts or description of something totally based on imaginative faculty of the writer, while the non-fiction is opposite to it have some resemblance of reality. Then we defined prose and poetry. Prose is an expression of writing in the form of sentences, in the form of paragraphs. It may be like short story, novel, a drama, etc. While the poetry is different from prose because it has some rhyme, which is for musical sounds, rhythm. There is a proper arrangement of syllables. So now we will move forward towards the second part of this lecture. If you haven't watched that video, please go for it, because we will start this video from drama, uh, and then you would be able to understand the further categories. So go for the second video, which is about the first part of literary genres. In this lecture, we'll start from drama. Let's see how we define drama. Basically, any story which is written to be performed on stage. This is the most easiest definition of drama, that when a story is written in such a form that there is dialogue, there is situation, there is action, then it becomes drama. Here is drama defined by Aristotle, a Greek philosopher or the critic. What Let's see how he defined the drama, that it is basically a criticism means it's an explanation, it's an analysis of what life on stage. As we mentioned, that there must be presentation on stage, there must be some action is basically the performance of the characters are the persons, it may be supernatural as well, and the dialogues. So there are four major elements mentioned by the Aristotle, a Greek philosopher and the critic, that a story having some characters, dialogues, and action in it to be performed on stage. The Greek word, how the drama is taken from the deed. Deed was an action and it became dram. In Greek language, there was a word dram which had the meaning deed or action. So the drama is basically the word taken from dram. Drama is basically a composition in form of prose, although it may have some part of poetry in it, but mainly it is written in the form of prose. As we mentioned, what is prose? It is in the form of writing in the form of sentences, paragraphs, etc., which present a story in the form of dialogues. We do understand the situation through dialogue between the characters, and there is an action, how they perform on the stage, written with the intention. The basic purpose should be that it would be performed on stage before an audience. So there must be an audience, spectators, which are called. In From this discussion, we have learned few basic concepts, that drama is a story having characters. Characters do speak in the form of dialogues. They do perform in the form of their action, and there should be a performance on stage. So these are the elements which collectively make a story a drama. So it was very comprehensive, very easy way to define drama. Let's see one more definition for better understanding. Drama is basically composition of some writing, some narration of what? Conflict. Conflict may be defined as an issue, as a subject, as a topic which is performed, which is in the form of action. Crisis is there, and atmosphere or the situation is built, designed to be acted by players, I mean the characters. It may be, as we mentioned, it may be person, it may be non-human or the animal as well. Supernatural elements may also be there on stage before an audience. Motion picture or the drama you do watch daily on. So through these two definitions you may have got an idea that it is basically a story in which there are characters, there is dialogue, there are dialogues, there's some action performed on stage. It becomes drama. Now we would go for the elements of drama. It's also very important one, that which things make drama complete. That there should be a plot. What is plot? Plot is basically the arrangement of the event, how the story moves forward. Setting is basically the place or location where does the story happened. And characters are, it may be people or creature, person, or as we earlier mentioned, few supernatural element are also given few names. They may be performed by the human beings, by the clowns, etc. Dialogue is basically a conversation between two people. If we do define dialogue, it may be in the form of soliloquy, that a person is standing on the stage talking in the form of speech. It may be monologue, a person talking to himself. It may be dialogue. There may be some person who, there may be two or more person who have conversation. Through these dialogue, we do understand what is basically the story is about. Theme is basically there must be some topic, there must be some hidden things, which is the basic object of the writer to make the audience or the reader familiar with those subjects. For example, if you do watch or study Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, so there was a theme of love, hatred, revenge, all this, racism, etc. And if you talk about scenery, scenery is basically the elements to create a particular object. It may be the dressing, costumes, surroundings, the stage setting, all these things are scenery. In the modern technology, it may be the computer graphic, it may be the lighting, it may be everything which makes a story complete in the surrounding is called scenery. So here were the elements of drama. Now in the next slide you would see the types of drama. Mainly there are three major types. It is basically comedy, tragedy, and mystery. Comedy is having a light in tone and humorous, having happy ending, normal characters, funny situation, written to entertain. The basic purpose is to entertain, but definitely there is some message, some there is irony, some style is also used for the social criticism as well. The other types are like we mentioned in the previous, that there are if it may be broadly divided into three categories: comedy, tragedy. Tragedy would be very opposite to comedy. It would have some serious in tone. It would be end with mournful ending. There would be death, there would be killing, there would be a loss, there would be a lot of pain. And miracle plays here in the second paragraph. For example, melodrama, it is full of emotions, full of superficial emotions, basically having a lot of suspense in it. Tragic comedy, having the combination of both things, when there is some bad as well as comedy happening side by side, it becomes tragic comedy. Comedy of manners, and it is a specific field of genre in which the actions, abnormal action of a person, which are non-expected, it creates comedy. That is called comedy of manners. Social document, on the basis of the subject matter, when the social issues are discussed. Balzac, pantomime, mimi, opera, musical, comedy. There are so many different types of drama, which in the they would be all of them would be explained in a separate lecture into in dealing with intro to drama. So you can watch that video as well for the better understanding of all these types. So it was a general intro of drama. Let me define all of these things we discuss now. It is basically a story having characters, having some dialogue. There is a situation, there is a theme, and then it would be performed on stage. So such stories which are performed on stage is called drama or a play, and having characters, situation, dialogues, etc. Now we move further towards novel. Let's see what or how the novel is defined. It is basically a French word origin, novella, which means new. It was new in 18th century. Uh, the writer adopted a new way of styling things in detail, having a detailed description of the characters. It is totally fiction, which is based on the imaginative characters. People, places, events are unreal. It is, if we have to define it, it is basically a long uh, narration or the description of characters' life, which covers almost their whole life circle, which tells about life, tragedy, romance, experiences, social issues, etc. So this is how we can define novella or the novel, that it is a detailed expression or the description of some character's story in prose form. Here you will be able to understand novel and novella. What is basically novel uh, is genre of fiction, long narrative prose, presents a quite lengthy story of a group of fictional or imaginary characters. This is a definition of novel, that it is long narration based on the story of a group of fictional, totally unreal people, unreal situation, but the things look like familiar, that because the subject matter is of universal importance, of general interest, so all of things look real, but certainly there is no person, no real person, and nothing happened in real. And novella is a little bit different in the, basically there is a length difference. Novel is lengthy, novella is short. Otherwise the subject matter is the same, that there would be character, there would be situation, things would be imaginative in both. Novel is long, novella is short. So this is the way how you can understand the meaning. Here is one more definition of novel for better understanding. A novel is a prose work. Prose, we have mentioned that it is basically in the form of paragraphs. Some length, mean a big length, big one. Tells a story, wrong characterizations, amuses. It may be comedy, it may be shocking, it may be entertaining for the reader. In narrow sense, a novel is realistic fiction, complete in itself, and contains the essential element of story, character, and setting. All the basic element of the story, mean there should be character, there should be setting, are present in it. But how the story is different from novel, that a story is a brief description, while the novel is quite comprehensive, in which almost all of their life cycle is explained. Here are few types of novel on the basis of their subject. A social novel deals with social issues, discriminations, society changes, all these things are mentioned. Like here is an example, The Mayor of Casterbridge, written by Hard Time. Sorry, these are the novels. Name of novel: Vanity Fair, Hard Times, and The Mayor of Casterbridge. While a domestic novel, domestic is basically the personal, or the domestic is also used for rural life, which deals with the village life. Historical novel is based on some historical events. Things are imagined, and the writer do try to explain things would what may have happened at that time, like A Tale of Two Cities deal with the subject of world wars. Autobiographical novels in which the people, the writers share on the life experience of some person. Specifically, autobiographical element are there if he may share his own personal experiences in the form of novel. He changed the names, he changed the characters, but the basic idea remains the real one. David Copperfield is the example of such novels. Epistolary novel, which is kind of novels that are written in the form of a series of letters. Like Pamela was the first novel written in the form of letters. That there was a conversation between daughter and the father. So this these were the major types of novels. It may be social. It may be further divided into romantic, tragedy, colonial, post-colonial, which is based on their subject. Few more are here mentioned, like epistolary, Picassic, experimental, novel of manners, sentimental, gothic, historical, social realism, psychological, and stream of consciousness. We will define all of these things in the later on when we will deal with in a separate lecture. You may watch the lecture on our YouTube channel, in which we have defined all of these things in detail. And the title of the lecture is Intro to Novel. As I have already mentioned, all of these genres are dealt separately in detail in individual lectures. Now, the next one is essay. Essay is basically a short piece of writing. It's not lengthy one. Single idea would be discussed, or a specific object oriented writing is called. Minimum there may be three paragraphs, but there may be lengthy as well, uh, based on the need of the subject. So it is an explanation or the descriptive narration or the explanation of a topic focused on its different dimension is called essay. How the essay is divided into further categories. It may be narrative, simply telling a story; descriptive, describing a event or something, like puts a picture in your head that it happened in this way; expository, explain something; and persuasive, it's like political, it may be like religious essays, which may persuade some reader towards audience to agree with the idea of the writer, which may be logical description of something. And how the essay becomes unique with others. Here are again try to explain things. Deals strictly with presenting the fact. Expository essays are simply explanation. Third person third person perspective, that the writer do not uh, try to force audience or the reader to be agree or to do agree or disagree with his ideas. Generally have five paragraphs. It's uh, like mentioned generally, it's not fixed. Offers a solution on the to the problem. that it's suggestive in its mood, determines causes and effects. It tells and explains causes of the issues and how it affects. Persuasive is entirely different. It has a purpose of creating a debate. It gives both sides of the picture. Then the writer has its own way of communication that he try to explain and try to convince or persuade his audience or the reader with his idea. Description is simply an explanation, while the narration is also similar to the description, but how it is different. Yeah, narrative essays are a little bit different when they are telling a story with purpose, normally told in first person, that a person, the writer, share his own personal experiences. Length may be from 3 to onward, 3 paragraphs to use figurative language, means there are figure of speeches, there are imagery, there are similes, metaphors. Keep things in time linear progression, means gradually the story or the description proceeds chronologically or the proper arrangement. Sorry. Few more types are also given here. There are major 7 descriptive, narrative, cause and effect, compare and contrast, means these are briefly are subdivided into persuasive essay, process, expository and persuasive. So this was a brief intro of essay. You may have a detailed intro in our lecture, intro to essay, in which we will give examples as well. We will different try to understand different aspect of essay as well. But in this lecture, there is simply an intro that you must understand what essay is. So let me give you a brief summary of this topic as well. Essay is basically a long starting from short. It is a description of some specific topic in the form of sentences and paragraph. It may have length of 3 to 15, 20, depends upon the need of the subject. It may be narrative, descriptive, expository. It's basically the mode of writing. If it is simply narrating a story, then it is narrative essay. If it is describing some topic, then it may be descriptive or expository. And if the writer have uh, to convince or try to convince its reader, then it would be persuasive. Now we will move on to the next topic, which is the last one of this lecture, which is short story. Sorry, there is some technical issues. Yes, short, as I mentioned in the name, short means they would be a brief. Story is basically a description of some character, some event. So the short story is what? Right, work of fiction, meaning it is totally based on imagination and creative faculty of the part, which focus on one important event. I mean, there wouldn't be so many events, there would be very few events. It may be 1, 2 maximum. In the life of small number of people, the character wouldn't be 10, 15. It would be 2 or 3 people, maybe maximum 5 number of people are allowed, and these are called characters. And there would be situation as well, and there is a plot, meaning the arrangement of events. But definitely all of these things are explained briefly to create a single uh, idea in the mind of reader. You may have read different short stories. Uh, if they are based on animal character, they are called fables, like Hare and Tortoise, Greedy Dog, Thirsty Crow. But if there are human characters, like if you have read Piece of String, like Button Button, there may be science fiction as well. So we will go further for the subcategories of how short story and novel are different. As while defining novel, we used word that it has all the elements of novel. So how these two things are different? The length differentiate these two things. Short story is short in length, having few characters, having few events, while novel having length, yeah, it's lengthy. It may have so many characters. It covers different or so many events of their life. Sometimes a complete biography can be also presented in novel. So this is basic difference of short story and novel. It's about length, it's about number of characters, it's about number of uh, topic mentioned, and it is about number of events as well. If there is a large number, then it is novel. Then if it is a very short number, then it is short story. uh, let's see how what are the elements of short story. Plot, earlier defined that it is arrangement of events. Setting is situation, place, scenario. Theme is subject or topic, what things are going to be discussed. Character is it may be person, it may be animal as well. The narrator is somebody who, if explaining something, buys some time. Writer use different sound or try to be a third party in explaining the ideas, to explain its own commentary about the subject, about the character. So it is voice. Now, sorry, this is an issue. Types of short story. Scary means something full of horrors, something based on thrill, something murder, something ghost sort of thing. Then the story would be short story, that would be scary. Fables, already I have defined this. It's basically having some moral lessons, and the characters are animals. There are two important part of it. The important things should be there, that there should be a moral lessons, and the second is it is description of what, animals, not the humans. Urban fiction. Urban means city life, about the city life issues, about how the city get growing and how the people are suffering different issues in their lives. Mystery is something about hidden, something thrill, something secrets. And science fiction short story may be based on scientific topic, and scientific issues are discussed in those stories, or the story revolves around those topics. So this was a brief intro of short story. In the very first lecture of our literary genre, I have mentioned that you will have the same, you will have detailed lecture on each and every genre in the channel. You can go for those videos as well. It was a brief intro of these genres in two parts. Part 1 deals with fiction, non-fiction, prose and poetry, while in the second uh, lecture today we discussed from drama, novel, essay and short story. If you have any confusion, you may ask me the question in comment section. You may contact me on my WhatsApp number as well, and you can contact me as for online classes. You can give suggestion as well. Positive criticism will also be appreciated. Thank you very much. Keep watching these videos and do share and subscribe please. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Take good care of yourself.